tons going on with Epstein. Ro Khanna and Mr. Massey are going to the Justice Department today to read the redacted documents, unredacted. They're not allowed to bring electronic devices. The craziest thing in the world. It is like 1940. They're allowed to go there and review them, and they can take notes, but they can't take pictures. They can't photocopy anything. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we'll see what comes out of that. We mentioned already Maxwell's going to take the fifth today. The Clintons continue to fight with the Republican House about the terms of modalities of their upcoming expected testimony. Keir Starmer lost his chief of staff over the weekend this morning. His comms director quit, and widely expected. Lori, he's going to be gone by the end of the week, I think. So George Mitchell, this didn't get much coverage. George Mitchell was booted from a bunch of his affiliations because of his appearance in there. And there's one other thing going on. Well, there's a lot of investigative work, of reporting work. Every day, people, major and minor news organizations are pulling out documents that haven't gotten much attention yet and connecting some dots. Haima, what do you, if you're just interested in understanding where the story's going, what's the next big thing you think's happening on this?
Well, I think one thing we have to admit, this thing's not going anywhere. And as much as, we've all tried to move past it or get through it or sort of bring it front of mind so we can watch it out. This is not going anywhere, and it's permeated to the zeitgeist and to American everyday culture. And so I think a couple things are going to happen. This thing every single day, the more we get into the primary season of the 2026 midterms, the closer we get to the election, the more that candidates, both the Republicans and Democrats, are going to have to choose a talking point on this, which means it's going to continue to grow. And so Ro Khanna, who would like to be president, we all know that. I think he's going to continue to use this as one of the legs of his stool to be on TV to talk about what's going on with President Trump and others Republicans. But I think it's going to continue to become a real big dividing line between Democrats and Republicans. However, it's going to also become a big dividing line between Republicans. Republicans who are on the front line who want to be reelected are going to have some sort of salient message to either distance themselves from this chaos or continue to protect the president and protect other Republicans who may be named in this. And so this is going to continue to grow. It's going to continue to be something that's going to be a litmus test for where people stand on either side of this. And I think what I'm really, really, really afraid of, I was, I don't know, maybe I was in a coffee shop last week, and the number of regular people that are talking about this that don't have the context of it. And so the conspiracy theories have grown complete. I mean, there was some connection I heard last week to Savannah Guthrie's family, coming from. So there's all kind of things that are being said both on the internet and in real life. And so this thing is going to continue to grow. It's going to be a big conversation for 2026, and Republicans are going to try to have to, decide where they stand on it.
Hogan.
I don't know how what hoi polloi coffee shops you frequent. I'll tell you, the ones I go to, no one even knows what's going on with the Epstein stuff. It still ranks really, really low in polling as far as a major issue is concerned. I will say it is a little confusing because every day there tends to be something that comes out new. Now there's some orange figure carrying some orange coming into the frame, and then the video now is showing another person did a claim was made by one of the guards that he was actually taken out of the jail cell that night. Now they can't find the noose at all. They said he was brought down from a hanging position.
Well, and in that litany, just add there's a Justice Department draft press release dated the day before Epstein allegedly killed himself, talking about how he killed himself. I think they just misdated it, but
well, okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know what's real and what's a fake on the internet anymore. Like, this whole thing.
I know, but Hogan, where's it going, Hogan?
Well, but here's where I'm going, which I think is where it's going. Number one, and I appreciate the attempts to tether it to Republicans and Trump. However, Democrats had it for 4 years and did nothing with it. We wouldn't be having this conversation but for a Republican Congress and for a Republican Trump administration getting this information out to the public. The problem, though, is from the start, Republicans really kind of went whole hog on this, that Democrats were protecting people in the last election cycle for 4 years under Joe Biden. And so now they have the keys. They've got all the information. And now the Republicans who went really all in on the Epstein stuff are like, wait a minute. It's not what I thought it was. Thus, there must be some even grander conspiracy now with our own people. Like, it just never stops. And so I was right. It's going to continue on. Now, how much of it becomes an actual campaign issue, I don't really know. And the Clinton show is going to be what Clintons always are, a big show. Hopefully now between when he first got deposed and the current issue with the Comer Committee, he'll learn the definition of is. So maybe that'll be some breaking news. But I don't know that it continues more than just kind of underneath the surface with people just throwing barbs at each other and giving Massey and Kana a chance to look at these documents. I don't think helps at all, but whatever.
Okay, we'll see. I'm interested to see what those guys do with their handwritten notes when they come out of there. Because the redactions are ridiculous. I mean, just on the merits, they just horribly
You can't
done.
release something and have the pages of it look like turn 4 at Talladega and then expect people to be okay with it, right?
But
You have to take those names away. You have to show those names.
I think Hogan made a really good point earlier. At this point, what's the goal of this whole thing? What are we trying to accomplish? I think originally on the Democratic side, there was some, thoughts that we're trying to get some justice for those who were survivors. And now this is becoming, we don't know what's real anymore. We don't know what's fake. And the conspiracy theories are growing out of the
Yeah.
wazoo.
Yes, those who say there have been 3 stories like this that I've seen. Europe is having accountability. People are losing their jobs, but it's not happening in the U.S. Trust me, folks, it's happening in the U.S. It's already happened to some. George Mitchell, Larry Summers, there are more coming. Plenty of people in the United States are going to lose their jobs over this.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and Two-Way Tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.